Kendrick Lamar, a rapper looking at the lyrics to keep you in awe. The only factor I respected was raising the bar. My instincts sent material straight to the charts. My father kicked me out the house, I finally forgive him. I'm old enough to understand the way I was living. Ego and pride had me looking at him with resentment. I close my eyes, hoping that I don't come off contentious. I'm yelling, Father, did I finally get it right? Everything I did was selfless. I spoke freely when the people needed me, I helped them. I didn't gloat, even told them no when the vultures came. Took control of my fleshly body when the money changed.
Son, you do well, but your heart is closed. I can tell residue that linger from your past creates itself.
Father, I'm not perfect, I got urges, but I hold them down.
But your pride has to die.
Okay, Father, show me how.
Tell me every deed that you done and what you do it for.
I kept 100 institutions paid.
Okay, tell me more.
I put 100 hoods on one stage.
Okay, tell me more.
I'm trying to push peace in LA.
But you love war.
No, I don't.
Oh, yes, you do.
Okay, then tell me the truth.
Every individual is only a version of you. How can they forgive when there's no forgiveness in your heart?
I could tell you where I'm going.
I could tell you who you are. You fell out of heaven cause you was anxious. Didn't like authority, only searched to be heinous. Isaiah 14 was the only thing that was prevalent. Greatest music director was you. It was colors, it was pinks, it was reds, it was blues, it was harmony and motion. I sent you down to earth cause you was broken. Rehabilitation, not psychosis, but now we here now. Centuries you manipulated man with music. Embodied you as superstars to see how you moving. You came a long way from garnishing evilish views.
And all I ever wanted from you was love and approval. I learned a lot, no more putting these people in fear. The more that word is diminished, the more it's not real. The more light that I can capture, the more I can feel. I'm using words for inspiration as an ideal.
So can you promise that you won't take your gifts for granted?
I promise that I use my gifts to bring understanding.
For every man, woman, and child, how much can you vow?
I found my life just to live one in harmony now.
You crushed a lot of people keeping their thoughts in captivity.
And I'm ashamed that I ever created that enemy.
And let's rejoice where we at.
I rewrote the devil's story just to take our power back. Carnated.
I'ma keep this feeling close to me, but I think I lost my mind. 11 months of disability, keeping up this facade of mine. I'm gonna buy you some roses, baby, and then we're gonna get real. Pretty soon I'll be talking my image, so I can keep running in my mind. Now will you provide your family with groceries? Is that too much? Too much? And I love you, babe. Real love. Yeah. Real love is buying groceries for your family.
So good, look so fine, baby.
obsession. You're always on my mind. When I go to sleep tonight, baby, you'll be there in my head. You can keep me up all night. You light my fire, baby. I feel it burning high when I'm in your eyes. You light my fire, baby. You make me feel like I'm levitating. Feel like I'm flying, baby. In love with you.
Ready to go? And now
Leading
here's a
off tonight
speed
for
threat.
Washington.
Outfielder
The center
Jacob
fielder,
Young.
Jacob Young.
And he pops up the bunt, reaching for it, makes the catch. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. On the ground, right side. The flip to the pitcher covering. 2 quick outs in the top of the first here tonight. Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. And that one fouled off. That missed by a lot. 1-1. Fouled off left side. And that's downstairs. 2-2. That one missing inside. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. He'll circle the bases, and just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0. This to center field. Caballero makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Bottom of the first, and stepping in for the Rays, Cameron Meisner. On the ground, right side. Over to Lowe. One gone, bottom half of the first. And now Junior Caminero. Inside, just missed. In the air, right field, Cruz. Corrals it, and there's 2 down. Now up for Tampa Bay, Christopher Morel. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
That's ripped. Base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Everything came together for him. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
The 0-1. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. That's outside. 2-1. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. So now 2 on and 2 outs. First and second, 2 outs. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Yandy Diaz. Oh, gets dirty to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Back here at Tropicana Field, second inning set to go. And now it's Luis Garcia. That one at the knees for a strike.
0-1.
In the air out towards right center. Dives. What a play. And now it's Ahmed Rosario. Just missed. Next offering is fouled back. Just missed. Swing and a miss. And the count's even at 2.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
And into second with 1 away. That's a double.
He was all over that one. Solid double down the line, and that was a pretty decent pitch that he just turned on. Not really out over the plate. It was inside, but he was more than ready to get that bat through the zone.
Meisner on the move. Nabs it. Runner tags at second. Now he decides against it, and he's back in at second. And now it's Keibert Ruiz. First pitch misses. And he hits a ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back now in Tampa Bay. Now the left fielder, Richie Palacios. Soroka back to work. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
No ball. 1 strike. Ball.
Swing and a foul out of play. High fly ball out towards left center. Call. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down. Jake Mangum next to hit for the Rays. Outfield playing pretty shallow. First pitch and he just misses. Rays down by a run. And there's a ball.
2 balls. No strike.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Just off the inside edge. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful.
DeYoung fired to second. Odelo. It's a double play. On to the 3rd inning. Here's the left fielder, Alex Call. And ball 1.
1 ball. No strike.
That's back. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run. Back to the top of the order, Jacob Young digging in for the Nationals. And look out.
That hit him.
As
Take
that
him
one ran in and got him. Here's C.J. Abrams now. Rounded out his first time up.
Number 48. Mason Montgomery.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a foul ball.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
The 1-1. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Here's Nathaniel Lowe. He's already homered in this game. In the air out to center. It's going to fall for a hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 3.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside.
Diaz makes the grab, one away. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Garcia. He's 0 for 1.
Garcia.
And he swings through that one.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. At worst case scenario, you deliver the sacrifice fly.
And he grounds one to the right side. Dive, and he's got it. Nicely done for the out. Ahmed Rosario, the next to hit, doubled in his first AB. Slice the other way and foul. Foul ball there. Low on at second with 2 down. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. And that'll do it. As we go to the last of the third, and stepping in for the Rays, Jose Caballero. Outside with a breaking ball.
1-0.
That one down the line, and that's just foul. Inside, 2-1. Swing and a pop-up, foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Line drive, base hit, and a good start to the inning.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And that one is downstairs, and it's 1-1.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but, you know, at the very least, if you can find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
That was pretty nasty. Now up for Tampa Bay, Junior Caminero. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Foul ball. In the dirt.
1-2.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's the third baseman, Christopher Morel. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Ball 1, no strikes. Just off the inside edge.
Strike. Woo.
In the dirt, but kept close.
2-1.
2 outs. This one chopped up the middle. The throw to first, and that ends the inning. And we're back. Start of the fourth, leading off, Dylan Cruz.
Number 63, Edwin Uceta.
Check swing, and that's a ball.
Well, these Nats doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher to hit, Keibert Ruiz. Swing and a ground ball, and that's a base hit.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react.
They get one. Throw to first, safe. Jacob Young digging in for the Nationals. This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. Just missed. Call leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And there's a strike. The next pitch misses, and it's 2-1. Just missed. And that's in for a strike.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Over to Diaz, and the inning is over. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Lau at the plate.
Now pitching for Washington, number 47, Jose Ferrer.
Bouncer to second. Garcia fires over to first. 1 up, 1 down. Yandy Diaz now.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
And that one off the outside edge. Edge of the zone for a strike, and a count 1-1.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to
swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 outs, base is empty. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Richie Palacios.
1 ball.
Not
No
close with that one. 1-0. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1-1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
That's off the inside corner. Now 2 balls and a strike. Line drive, makes the grab, and that's the inning. We go to the top of the 5th. Now it's the DH, C.J. Abrams.
Number 60, Garrett.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
You know, these Nationals doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They have yet to strike out, and they're averaging more than a hit per inning. That's a great recipe for success right there. A couple of hits in a row for him here. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Low. Into box again. Takes a strike. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Struck him out without a swing. That was pretty nasty.
Up next for Washington,
Now it's Paul DeJong up to the plate.
DeJong.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
No ball. One strike.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move to the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just going to have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Here's the second baseman, Luis Garcia. That one pushed to the left and foul. 0-1. Runner on the go. Pitch misses.
Ball one. One ball.
High left. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Abrams stands at second with 2 gone. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
A pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Fans another. And that's 3 straight. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the right fielder, Jake Mangum. Ferrer back to work. And a foul ball.
Well, these Rays need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
The 0-2. That one is upstairs.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
1-2 now. Out towards right center field. Young on the move. Brings it in. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
That's inside. Ball 1. 1 out, base is empty.
No. 2-0.
Back up the middle and a base hit.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
That one fouled off. Man at first, one away. That one outside. Ball 2. Grounder might be 2. On to second, they get 1 out. A double play to end it.